Hello, Hofstra fans, and welcome to the W. Mason Coach Report with head women's lacrosse coach Shannon Smith. Shannon, how are you today?
I'm doing well, Steven. How's your day going?
Good, thanks. And we are back for another edition. Shannon, the regular season is winding down. I, I I guess we've had like three straight seasons of like quirky stuff happening. This is really a normal one. Does it feel like a normal one now that it's kind of gone without a hiccup?
It does feel definitely more normal. To be honest, I don't even know where season one. I can't believe we're down to two guaranteed more games. It has gone really, really quick, but we're definitely excited for the more time that we get with one another and our two upcoming games.
And you talked about it. So you have two upcoming games. You have a road game at Elon, a road game at William and Mary, and then a home game against Elon. We'll get to those in a minute, but let's talk about last week. You dropped the road game at Drexel. We won't spend a lot of time on that game because it was kind of the game maybe that I think as a coach you say, let's turn the page, throw out the film, and move on because we got another game quickly, right?
Yeah, most definitely. We had a quick turnaround, which we were thankful for after that Drexel game. Before we played Towson, I thought we played a really great first quarter, and we just like for those last 30 seconds in the first quarter, we had some crucial turnovers, and then in the second quarter we had opportunities to score, but we didn't capitalize, and Drexel kind of ran away with us in the second quarter. Thought we played better in the third and fourth, so. Obviously we kind of put that away real quick and move forward to focus to Towson as we had Towson that upcoming weekend.
The one thing to take out of the Drexel game is though you did get a lot of your bench players who haven't seen a lot of action this year, some game action in that third and fourth quarter, including a couple people, getting goals or assists. I guess that was a good thing to see heading into the rest of this year and heading into the future.
Yeah, at that point in the game, it's time to make some changes, and we started to make changes and see if we can get a spark. If there's other players that can, do things differently, whether it's the draw or defense, offensively, and we saw Megan Flannery do a really great job for us in the second half on the draw. Emily Wigan, had a great draw control, also had a great goal there in the fourth quarter. So we saw some of our younger players step up for us, which was really great. And we saw some of our veterans battle through some things and start playing better, which really helped us going into Towson. So it was definitely a good mix, and got some playing time, got to see different things, and other players out there working hard and showcasing their skills and deserving that playing time through their hard work at practice on Scout.
And then, as you mentioned, you went and took on Towson at home on Saturday. Probably the most exciting game of the season. You dropped an overtime game, your first overtime game of the year, 11-10 in overtime. What are your overall thoughts from the game? You guys, obviously Towson and you guys, it was a very competitive game from start to finish. Neither team could really pull away.
Whenever we play Towson, it's a really tough game. I think either one goal games or overtime. And it was really hard fought, both ends. Towson got one more bounce than we did, and unfortunately, they got that game-winning goal. But I think that we played with a lot of heart and effort and passion out there on the field. We worked really hard. Our team was in it. We had plenty of opportunities to score, and I thought defensively we played super well. I thought that Shannon had a tremendous game on one of their best players in Blair, and Anna Kaufman did a really great job on Kerry Thornton. And quite frankly, I think she doesn't get talked about enough, but Jackie Gaddy has been playing really solid for us over the course of these past couple of games, running midfield and having tough markups on defense too. So fun to see that. And then offensively, being able to put some goals away when we needed them. Katie Kelly having a big goal for us in there. So some great takeaways. Jess Smith played really well in the cage, and hopefully we can take those takeaways, build upon them this week at practice like we've been doing, and have a really solid game against William and Mary.
Yeah, and one thing that kind of you guys flipped a little bit that was you've been struggling with lately is that third quarter, and you didn't struggle in that third quarter. You obviously didn't struggle at all most of the game. Was there something you guys did differently, or you guys are kind of finding your out of halftime feel a little better?
think we're finding that a little bit better. And I think just being more aware and self-conscious of where we are in the game, what quarters are in. And I think they played with a lot of fight, our team, and they didn't want to lose. They had a lot of passion. They were really competitive, and they showed a lot of resiliency, right? There was points that might be down by 2 goals in 2 different quarters there, and we fought back and worked super hard. So super proud of our team. Definitely a hard fought game. Unfortunate that, Towson got that one more bounce, but we'll learn from it and we will get better.
You mentioned her a moment ago, Katie Kelly. She had the goal and assist. The other thing that impressed me in the game, there was a couple like possession saving dives. I remember one on like the Margiotta Hall end where she took a shot too to save that ball. Does that kind of obviously? I guess you could comment on her in that role, and then also kind of what it does for the team mindset when you see one of your teammates doing stuff like that.
Katie Kelly is, super competitive. It was a tremendous play. We actually had it in our hustle plays and film on that Monday showing the team. And I mean, Towson was definitely closer to the ball at that point. The Towson player was kind of jogging, thinking that no one else was around. And Katie came from like 10 to 15 yards away, sprinted hard and dove for the ball and took a shot, but got us the ball back, which was really great to see. I think it fires up the team. It's a big play. And Kendall Smith, maybe played like 2 or 3 minutes in that game just due to matchups. And when she came in, she had 2 cost turnovers on the defensive side of the field. So again, those were 3 of the hustle plays that we showed to our team on Monday, and firing them up, showing the recognition to who got those plays, but also needing more of those as we move forward.
And moving forward, as we talked about, you have William Mary on the road this week, your final regular season road trip. What are your thoughts going into Saturday's matchup with the Tribe?
Yeah, really exciting. We were talking about it as a team, and actually the only players on our team that have been down to William and Mary are our 3 fifth-year seniors. No one else on our team has taken that bus trip before and hasn't played there. We haven't been there in 4 years, so excited for that opportunity. And they got some firepower on the offensive side of the field. They got a couple of different defenses. So excited just to have another day and another opportunity to compete together as a team.
That's a great point. Obviously, you haven't played them since 2019 because of COVID and other reasons, but to have only 5 fifth-year seniors who have seen the place is kind of interesting. And then you next week, it's your final home game of the regular season and Senior Day. Obviously, the program is looking forward to that as well.
Yeah, we're really excited, and I think the best thing about next weekend is we get a full week of practice and we get an opportunity to really celebrate our seniors and also our alumni that will be coming back. So excited for that. And hopefully we get a really great week after a big win against William and Mary.
Well, Shannon, we wish you a lot of luck this weekend, safe travels, and we'll talk to you again next week.
Thank you, Stephen.
And thank you all for joining us on the W. Mason Coach Report with head women's lacrosse coach, Shannon Smith.